There's a real structure to the NSDF and the experience of the NSDF, and that's what's impressed me, is that you can come as somebody who knows absolutely nothing at all, and then I've watched people progress year by year to become venue managers and technical advisors and what have you. So can you tell us a bit about the structure that's involved as you work your way through?
The main structure of NSDF is that there's myself as technical director. We have 3 heads of department who are venue designer, head of lighting, head of sound. Then there's a team of 7 technical advisors who are young professionals who mentor and support and train the rest of the crew. And then there's 60 volunteer crew who buy themselves a ticket to come up, which we accommodate them and feed them and provide them with protective equipment and t-shirts and all that sort of. Within that 60, there are also a number of other specific roles with more responsibility. So as people return to the festival and learn more and increase in their competence and want to develop themselves more, they can apply for roles such as venue stage managers and deputy venue stage managers.
Right, okay.
So each of our spaces will have a pair of crew dedicated solely to looking after that space, to running the fit-ups, running the turnarounds, running the get-outs, and in direct communication with the companies. They're sort of a central point of contact, a very responsible role. And those are chosen from the 60 volunteer crew. We also have roles such as the quartermaster, who is in charge of allocating all of the kit to the right places, making sure it all comes back, managing all of the consumables and so on. We have a van driver who shuttles all the equipment between all the different spaces, who's also one of that core number. There are 3 awards, and they're sponsored by Stage Electrics, who are our principal technical sponsor. And there's the Outstanding Contribution to Lighting, which is run with Martin Professional to support that as well. And that's for a crew member who has demonstrated an incredible passion and maybe picked things up incredibly. And it's not about so much the skill that they have when they come or when they leave, but it's about how much they throw themselves into it and worked for it.
Right.
And the prize for that is that they get a trip to Martin Professional's headquarters.
Oh, okay.
They get a tour of the factory and all sorts of other stuff. And obviously they get all the great contacts and support that Martin will offer. There's Outstanding Contribution to Sound, which is supported by Sennheiser. They get the most extraordinary pair of headphones, absolutely fantastic headphones, to see them further down the line. And again, it's the same thing, someone who's shown a passion for it and thrown themselves into it and put themselves forward and said, yes, I'd love to do that piece of sound work. And then there's overall technical achievement, which is for someone who's put themselves into all areas, and not just in the work that they've done themselves, but it's also the kind of people that support the rest of the crew and help to train up other people, and the kind of person that you'll suddenly find in a corner just showing someone how to use a desk or how to tie a knot, or it's the the good eggs essentially.
Okay.
Really put themselves.
It would be good to see the NSDF as a kind of rubber stamp of achievement for people who've gone through. So do you want to tell us about that, what your ambition is?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's extraordinary when you sort of talk to people about NSDF, and some people know of it, some people don't, but those who know of it immediately click in to know exactly what's involved and how much training is involved. And talking to the crew over this week, and as we draw to the end of it, is the reaction that I'm getting from them is saying that I've learned so much in 1 week than I've learnt in the whole last year at university. I suppose one of the core things of the way that our training works is that not only do we always have our young professionals, our technical advisors and heads of department and myself working alongside the crew, it's the crew themselves, it's the peer-based learning that's so fantastic, the way that they will look after each other. And if you can teach one person one thing, and then they will happily go off, and the information passes on from person to person, a sort of hive mind can kind of create all the techniques that they learn collectively. It comes together, and it is one of the most fundamentally fantastic things about the way that NSDF happens. It's so hands-on, and there's so many opportunities, and even when they're not working in a venue or not doing a workshop, there are so many opportunities to come and talk to people and find out more about equipment, and have and
make
tinker.
Contacts in the professional world as well.
Absolutely. I think that it's about supporting young talent, and it's about finding a different approach to training and supporting people. That the traditional educational system is important and is very good, but the way that things happen here, the way that things happen with NSDF, that you have a whole festival where everyone has this common interest and this passion for theatre, that no matter where you are or what you're doing, there is always someone in the room that you can talk to about something that you both have in common. And whether they be a writer or a director or a dancer or an actor or a technician of any of the disciplines, there is always that common ground, and everyone is there willing to talk and share and collaborate. It's a great thing, and long may it continue. I feel that even though next year is going to be my handover year, I feel like it's something that that will stay with me, and I will always want to be connected with. And it's one of the things that we always remind the crew of, that the support that they've got in this week is not just for this week. You know, it continues throughout the year. There are always people that they can come back to and turn to for whatever kind of support that they need.